After nigh on 2 years, I have finally cut a bit of this, because I have loads of this left over, and I finally cut a bit off. Look at that! I did it, finally! Fucking hair in my mouth. But yeah, I've been meaning to do that for so long. Basically, whenever summer rolls around, it gets very hot in the van if the sun's blasting through the windshield. When I lived in Oz, they were very, very commonplace. So yeah, I can't believe it's took us this long to actually get round to doing it. I think what happens is, it's a nightmare in the summer, but then it's winter for basically 9 months of the year, so you forget all about it until the next summer. But it's currently summer, it's the middle of the year, and having that the sun blasting through the windshield is an absolute nightmare. So I'm going to get this rolled back up again so I can easily put it through the curtain. And let's get this cut out into shape and placed into the windshield to make sure it fits. Oh. Hello peeps. That angle, it's alright, it does the trick. And you can see this is the line here, you can see my hands in the sun. So the sun's just coming overhead and it's just now starting to get in the windshield, and I'm starting to feel it as well. So let's put this up, make sure it at least somewhat fits, and then realise that I probably need 2 or 3 layers of this because I can already see the light through it from this angle. It'll be better than now though. Pretty sure this is the long way alive, and it's not bloody long enough. It's way too tall. Yeah. That's even bloody short, that's even narrower, that. Oh well. We'll cut off the excess, so I might be able to put a slither on the side. My baby wants to drive the train. Don't you let her, well don't you let her touch the train. That's need to cut along where that crease is, eh? It should be nice and simple and straight, and I think it'll go flawlessly first time. What do you think? So the bit in the crease is there. Oh, I'm cutting against the grain here as well. Bloody hell! What a nightmare. So at least flip this round so I've got better angle of attack on it. Do this thing. But this is going to be a nice straight line. There we go. We'll see how straight that is. I reckon that's basically perfect. It's not too bad, to be fair. So now I need just sort of cut a slit in the middle here. If you're in there, I want to cut it like here-ish. We'll just send it in. We'll send a cut down here. I'll not go too deep just yet. Is that enough? That might be enough. Nah, it needs to be a little bit more. Just a little bit deeper. That should do. Well, that is right, but I just need to cut out a little bit here. Just a little relief. I was trying to avoid just having like a slit in the middle, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
Or you were reading a book about some idiot and telling me about another. I was so severely underwhelmed, I thought I might never recover. Straighten the rudder, girl, and sail me upstairs, and go and find somebody who cares. Well, we might not be the perfect partners, but tonight we make a pair.
Basically, where the camera is, I need to cut out that bit. difference between using your correct hand. And then hopefully I can just use this on the edge. Around about here. So let's do the old famous measure 0 times cut once. Oh in hell. There's me scissors. That's probably deep enough. Let's see if it fits. Because that sort of better fits the shape that's actually there. So we'll cut across this crease. There we have it. Perfect, eh? I'm just going to tape some of this together. Yeah, literally just tape these two pieces together. And then this will, I hope, make a huge difference. Let me get the tape and I'll be back. Got me a bit aluminium tape. Let's get this. Basically I was going to tack them together. Let's do that. So that's all up there. Let's get these on. Let's try to do this little strip for now. Now I am using adhesive in what will be basically direct sunlight, so I'm expecting it to come apart. And if it hasn't been blatantly obvious by now, don't do this. It's a waste of resources unless you have no other way of doing something else that's better than this. All I will say, if you double these up, get a bit of fabric, sew it around the outside, and then every, I don't know, 30 centimeters or something, just do a stitch line up it, which will also help stitch the two pieces that you get of this together. That will help you fold it and store it above there very easily. But for now, I'm going to use adhesive to stick these together. And when I'm pressing up against the windshield there, I don't have to worry about it popping out because I've got that bit of tape, remember? One of them's came off, but I've still got that one bit of tape, so the windscreen will stay in just fine. Last summer was a nightmare with the sun and the windshield. Basically you have to think about parking when you go in the evening. You know, you're thinking, right, where's the sun going to rise? Am I going to have cover, you know, for sunrise? And then how far after sunrise are you going to have cover? Because, you know, the sun does shift a wee bit throughout the day. Whereas I don't have to worry at least as much with this. There you go. Happy days. And then I'm going to tape up this little gap here, because that ended up not being maybe needed, but we'll see. Give me about that much. All over the world. I'm just going to fill in the gaps here. I'll check back here once those gaps are filled in. Well, there we have it. It's all in. Got the seam done. Perfect seam. No need for closer inspections on that. It is perfect. Let me get this away. I'll show you how I plan to do that at least. Let me check. Oh no! I can't do what I planned. I cannot do what I planned because if I show you, I wanted to put it up the top there, but there's this bit in the middle which won't let me. I was basically going to fold it down and put it across the top, but inside there, yeah, it goes all the way. Absolute nightmare. nightmare. Well, I guess for now, I'll leave it up because the sun's coming in the windshield anyway, so yeah, okay, cool. Now let me show you a bit of a closer look. Get you on the normal zoom so you can get some bloody detail in there. So yeah, we're just coming up, staying up from the sun visors there. And you can see my little patchwork on the corner. That's just reliefs to let it get all the way around. And then on this side, there's actually no gap whatsoever. It's essentially touching. So that's why there had to be yet another relief cut on that side, which I've taped up. So it may not be strictly necessary, but I've taped it up because it was letting sunlight through. And then here, of course, it was cut a bit too short. I actually measured it as well, so I have no idea how it was too short, but whatever. Maybe the curvature of the glass is that much. Maybe I'm just special. It's probably the latter. Yeah, so I've got a little cut, a little triangle cut going through that. And yeah, that's it. It's an okay thing that does an okay job. Now, the seams at the top here, they're going to fray and come apart in probably not too much of a time. See, what I was talking about earlier is if you just get a piece of fabric and then stitch it around it like that, you will strengthen that edge. So if you get two of these, so basically lay them like that, so you've got two sheets, and then put your bit of fabric around it and then sew it up, and then every probably this amount of times, however narrow you want your folds to be, run a stitch line up it. Try and do it, you see, the natural way if it folding would be this way. So try and stitch up like that so you can fold it easier if that's how you want to store it. But like I say, it's been over a year since I've wanted to do that and I just keep forgetting. Or maybe not forgetting, but I want to do it properly. So I wanted to have a sewing machine. I wanted to be able to do what I've just told you there to do. But no, that time hasn't came. And it's getting hot. It's getting hot in the van. I'm not being able to have lie-ins and things because if I face where the sun's rising in the windshield, it's boiling hot inside the van by like 7, 8 AM. And hopefully this will help with that. So I do not recommend anybody copies what I've done here unless you have no means of getting a bit of fabric, a sewing machine, or if you really want to do it by hand, you can. Then, yeah, you do it this way. I'll check back. I'm sure it'll work a lot better than nothing at all. But it's certainly not, you know, the best or the most elegant solution out there. But it cost me a grand total of nothing. I already had these purchased. I already had the scissors. I already had the insulation, which you can see all in the back of the van. So, yeah, it didn't cost me anything. And that's the big reason I don't have any money to spend on reflectors or anything like that. Yeah, I'm happy with this. We'll see if I'm happy when the sun blasts in. We'll see how good of a job it does. But for now, I'll check back. Peace. Well, I thought I'd show you a perfect example of the bungees. So, if I close the door here to where I want it with my foot and then let go, that's because I'm slightly facing downhill like that, that's as much as it'll close by itself. So, shut the door, grab the bungee, and it keeps the door there.